Hi everyone, I'm Alejo from BSBA-2A. The topic for today is affect, emotion, and decision making in an organization. Affect and human behavior in organization. The organization in which people work affect their thoughts, feelings, and action in a workplace and away from it. Likewise, people thought, feelings, and action affect the organization in which they work. The 4 factors affecting organization behavior. Number 1 is people. The people within an organization are one of the primary influences the overall organizational behavior within a company. The personal characteristics that may influence organizational behavior include the educational level of employees, their backgrounds, abilities, and beliefs. Number 2 is company structure. The company structure defines the formal relationship and use of the people in the organization. There are manager and employees, accounts assemblers to accomplish different kinds of activities. Number 3 is the technology. Technology may also affect organizational behavior in that it allows companies to allow employees to work from home, resulting in less bonding among the employees. At the same time, the use of technology can bring together people separated geographically through the use of teleconferencing. And last is the environment. The environmental influence on the organizational behavior can come from both internal and external sources. A company exchange in a highly regulated business may have a strict and structured culture due to the need to conform to certain laws and regulations from the company's external environment. The internal environment of company also affects the organizational behavior. Emotion in human behavior in organization. Emotions in a workplace play a large role in how an entire organization communicates within itself and to the outside world. Types of emotions. Positive emotion. It is a joy, love, and surprise result from our reaction to desired events. A positive feeling generates a sensation of having something you didn't have before. As a result, it may cause you to feel fulfilled and satisfied. Positive feelings have been shown to dispose a person to optimism, and a positive emotional states can make difficult challenges feel more achievable. The second is negative emotions. It is anger, fear, and sadness can result from undesired events. Negative emotions play a role in a conflict process, with those who can manage their negative emotions finding themselves in fewer conflict than those who do not. And the last is the emotional contagion. Both positive and negative emotions can be contagious, with the spillover of negative emotions lasting longer than positive emotions. Decision-making in human behavior in organization. The process of making choice by identifying a decision, gathering information, and accessing alternative resolution using a step-by-step decision-making process can help make more deliberated, thoughtful decision by organizing relevant information and defining alternatives. The five best know of those decision-making models. The first is rational decision-making. The rational decision-making is the model assumes decisions are based on an objective, orderly, structured information and gathering and analysis. And this is the eighth step in the rational decision-making process. The first is understand the issue. The second, define the problem. The third is define the objects. The fourth, diagnose the problem. Fifth, develop alternatives. Sixth, evaluate alternatives. And seven, select an alternative. And the last is implement alternative. The goal of the rational decision-making models is to eliminate positive for error and bias. And second is bounded rationality model. The bounded rationality model assumes numerous organizational and individual factors restrict rational decision-making. This is the version of decision-making that occurs most often in organization because the assumptions of this model are much closer to the truth. And in the abundant rationality model, the same step of that used in a decision-making process only instead of reviewing of all information and all alternatives, those aspects are limited the amount of decision-making is willing to gather. And the third is the linear model of decision-making. Linear decision-making involves listening positive and negative factors of each decision alternative. If you've ever made a list of pros and cons around a certain decision, then you've embarked on linear decision-making. And the fourth is intuitive decision-making. It is a model that assumes managers make decisions by replaying on past experience and their personal assessment of a situation. This model of decision-making is often used when there are high levels of uncertainty or complexity around a particular problem or when the decision is novel and the manager don't have past experience with this kind of problem. And the last is garbage can model. It is one of where managers use information about problems, participant solution, and opportunities haphazardly to generate ideas and potential decision. Unlike the other decision-making models we discussed, the garbage can model does not always lead to satisfactory solution because the problem does not always precede alternative and solution. Okay, that's all my report. Thank you for listening. God bless.